on the little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. Got an open man. Here it's KJ Hamler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They run with Hines. Gets past one man. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Here's
Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They give to Taylor out of the gun, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man Hamler, that's complete. He's at the 50, the 30.
Do what
10,
we do. Do what we do.
Touchdown, Cowboys. KJ Hamler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
The extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
7. Raiders nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield. That's coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, very silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
The 38-yard line.
Mayfield down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
For number 81.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3rd down and 17.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Fielded just inside the 20. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level? And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and quit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
He's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. 36 yards on the play. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They run the counter. Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. They're going for Herbert, but this is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Las Vegas.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. It's Hines. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll run on first down. Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving cut.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Raiders 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Final play of the half. Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. And the Cowboys Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Second down.
His throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and that'll make it third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Looking left sideline is complete. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on first. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nyheim Hines, an even 90 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
His kick is good.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now this throw caught left side. Across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. They'll take it into the end zone for the Raider touchdown. Big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Herbert off of play action. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. This is Hines. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Hines. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
14-yard line. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Dallas.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And it's caught. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to run with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They run again with Hines. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown.
Dallas.
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
The score, Cowboys 42, Raiders 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
For number 81.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And Mayfield again with the interception. His third. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
The ball carrier.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Complete to.
And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
And the Cowboy first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Chauncey Gardner and Johnson.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And the Cowboys are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Michael Dixon set to kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Mayfield on play action. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. Did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. First down, Mayfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
49.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.